Welcome back to Wake Up Canada News. I'm Brad Wilder. As more and more people start to wake, and more people start searching for like-minded individuals to be around, well, that's what Camp Hope does here in Winnipeg. It brings those like-minded people together. These are the same people that have lost relationships with family or friends over the last 2 years from all this nonsense. Even people who just know the truth and don't want to be alone anymore in the fight. Well, I headed outside of Winnipeg and I was able to have a great chat with Walter Hebert. He's the founder of Camp Hope, and he discusses what drew him and his wife to Canada from South America, as well what kept them here, and his continued effort to educate, love, hope, and continue the fight for freedom. Let's take a look. It's Brad Wilder on location today out at Camp Hope with Walter Hebert. Walter, congratulations. You know, every single weekend you're out here and you're seeing success. Canadians are finally starting to wake up, and that's very much because of guys like you who continue to provide hope and a level of consistent desire for freedom and continued freedom. You're obviously from Canada, yes?
No, I am originally from South America, Paraguay. That is, in 1999, we came to Canada. And I've been always involved. I have put lots of shows on different things and involved with people. And but in 1999, we came to Canada, where milk and honey flows. And that is what we wanted to see. And when we came here, it was a lot freer than it is today.
Absolutely it is. And obviously you've gone through quite a process to get set up here in Canada, to rebuild yourself after being in South America, as an example. And, you know, coming up here to Canada, you've got to find yourself a home, you've got to build a home, you've got to set up your farm, because obviously you're a farmer. So, you know, how did that work out in terms of you know, making settlement and roots here?
Well, it was very, very funny. We only came for 1 year to Canada. And that was the very funny part, that we came only for 1 year. I was a farmer in Paraguay, South America, but I've been in the construction. When I came to Canada, I started with construction. When we came to Canada, we only had $40 on us. That's all the money we had. And we wanted only to come 1 year to Canada. We've been through all different kind of routes in Canada, and we've been through a lot of things. And but it worked. The thing is, we always believed, we always prayed, and we went forward. And in a year, when we said, okay, 1 year is over, I asked my wife. My wife says, well, if you want to move back, but I'm staying here, this is what I want. So that's what we came to Canada, and we got forward. It was a very, very hard start. We had to do everything to get forward. And by all means, I've been a grown-up redneck. I've been living my whole life redneck way, but we made it till here.
That's right. And now, obviously, after getting settled, things have progressed to a place where, you know, obviously business was good. You saw, you know, a real conservative kind of a country at that point. Obviously, things have changed dramatically with the Liberals getting into power and the NDP. You know all about the politics that's going on here, and you have a voice and an opinion, and it's because of guys like you that people are standing up, because they're listening to you, they're doing their own homework when they get home, and they're starting to see that there really is something else going on here than just what Justin Trudeau is making it out to be.
That is right. That is definitely right. And I never ever thought that that this would come this big. The whole thing, what really started, it was this year, I think it was in March, when we went to Ottawa. I had a desire to go to Ottawa. I really, really do wanted to go there. And finally I had a chance to go, and with my own vehicle. I called a couple friends up. We went, 4 guys of us. We went to Ottawa. There was me and Almer Duick and Sean Howe and Armai were in a vehicle. We went to Ottawa, and it was a different thing going there. We went so excited. We wanted to go to the street party in Ottawa. That is what we wanted to do. And it was wrong. When we got there, it was absolutely the opposite way when we got there. We came in, we had booked the hotel and everything, and we came into a red zone. So they did not let us through the red zone. We tried a few blocks and it did not work. So then we stopped, and I said to the guys, we have to think about something. We need to get to that hotel. And if we're going to get to that hotel, then it's going to work. So going back and forth, all of a sudden, I says, you know what? I'll take one of my friends. I'll walk across here and then hide behind the houses and get to the hotel. So that's what we did. We went to the hotel and we got through the blockades. Right. And we went to the hotel and we checked in. And then I took the phone and I screenshot it and I sent it back to the other two people what were in my vehicle. And then they went to, there was two more places what we didn't try yet, and I told them to go there. So they did it, and an hour and a half later they were in also. So we were in the red zone. Now we were there where that really the party goes. But next day we found out it was not true.
It wasn't true. I had relatives that went to Ottawa as well, and they drove all the way from Alberta to go. My brother-in-law and his wife made an attempt to try to be part of that whole thing, and coming that far, they stayed the whole month. They didn't leave. They didn't waver. They had a really great time. Again, being part of that whole event. And did it change anything? No, but at the same time, I think it created more awareness. I mean, Justin took off and fled and chicken shitted out, as I like to call it. And I'm not afraid to say that because, I mean, we know what he's doing to our country. So let's talk about Camp Hope now, because that's the most important part of the whole day today, and why people keep coming and seeing you and being part of everything that you've got going on here. Tell me a little bit about Camp Hope, how you got started.
Very good. The whole thing is how I started Camp Hope, how really started my thing. It was in Ottawa. In Ottawa, when the police started pushing us, and I went there just to videotape it, to show my friends. I did a live show on YouTube, on Redneck Lifestyle. I did the live show. And the whole thing where that started with Camp Hope, it was there. I got pepper sprayed. There was a lady in front of me. She was a nurse, and she got laid off because she wouldn't get jabbed. Yeah. And that lady, she got pepper sprayed, and I got pepper sprayed. I grabbed her. The police grabbed her, and I grabbed her. I pulled her away from the police, put her to the back. You saved her. I saved her.
I saw that on national television. I just want you to know that.
Oh, thank you very much. And I saved her, but I got pepper sprayed on this side. And I figured, okay, on this side, the pepper spray. I'll go to the other side of the line there. I'm not going to get pepper sprayed. So I went to the other side of the line, and there was a big fellow, and I figured hiding beside him, that would be saving me. So then he got pepper sprayed, and I got pepper sprayed on the other side. But I couldn't get ready enough. They took a big baton, and they hit him on the head, and the guy went down, and they pulled him out. That was a thing what really started changing me, seeing that, and the whole thing, what went on there. Then I figured, you know what, and I am a believer, and I always believed that the Lord is there for us, and that was one thing. I was so depressed when I left Ottawa, and the big thing is that God put it into me, bring people together. So we did that, and we had Camp 330. It was on the Perimeter Highway.
Yeah, I remember seeing that, and yes. That's where I drove around. I've been trying to get here for an hour today, trying to find the place, but I finally did, and it was because I kept thinking you were on the highway.
Oh, so we are just a little bit off the highway, and Camp 330, and I saw there with my own eyes. I was cooking -30. I was standing outside right in this open sky, and two trailers blocking the wind, and we were cooking there. And that brought such a big thing, and people coming to me. And for example, I just put it on Facebook, if you need new friends, you need something, come and find me, Then we have friendship, we have food, everything. There was particular lady, a short story, there was a lady, she come there, and at 9 o'clock she came and she tapped me on the shoulder like that. She asked me, are you Walter? I says, yes, I am. And then she asked me, can I give you a hug? I says, yes, you can give me. I gave her a big hug. And the thing is, she started crying. And then I asked her, what's wrong? And then she says, Walter, you guys saved my life. And I said, why, what do you mean that we saved your life? She says, that post, what you put onto the Facebook, my second neighbor showed me that. And I wanted to commit suicide, and I figured, you know what does it hurt? One more time to go there. And she came there and she says, I am here now for 3 hours. The last 3 hours, I had more hugs, more love than at anything else. She says, and now I see the light of the end of the tunnel. She says, my family, for 10 years, they haven't even talked to me. And that is the whole thing. And I'm trying. I built it. We had it there. We had to leave there. People, they called me and asked me. And then I start building Camp Hope, because the whole thing, what I'm building, it is to bring people together, to unite. I'm not fighting the government whatsoever, but we want to bring awareness to the people. We want to have the people unite again. Why couldn't we unite again like the convoy went to Ottawa? The police, when they pushed back, they were standing shoulder to shoulder. That is our whole thing, to bring people together. So then we started to build Camp Hope. And now we are doing community market. We want to work with youth, and we want to do more. And now all of a sudden I'm coming in, there's families, they need help from Quebec, they're fleeing there. And now I'm helping them, and it's growing, and it is so big. I never thought that it would go that big than it is already. It's just absolutely phenomenal.
We're going to shoot some footage outside in just a couple of minutes. It'll go around and take a look and show everybody exactly what you're describing here today, and the like-mindedness, the camaraderie, the love, the communication. And that's something that I keep saying about where we're at in this situation is, we're not going to get through this with fists. We're not going to get through this with hate. We're going to get through this with love and communication. And the communication is going to be the biggest part, because we have to confront what we're faced with, and we have to make sure that they understand that we're not going to tolerate this any longer. And at the same time, they have to be put into a position where they know that we're relentless and we're not going away.
That is correct. And the big thing is Camp Hope, how that is founded on, it is on peace, love, and unity. If you don't have peace with yourself, then you cannot give love. You have to have peace with yourself first. That's when you get love. And when you have love, that's when you can bring unity. And that is what we are trying to teach people. I built a logo for Camp Hope, and I'm trying to speak through that logo. It took over 3 months and a lot of different people to design this logo. And I want to show you that logo. I have it here.
Absolutely. Grab it. Yeah, absolutely. Let's take a look.
This, if you want to hold that side.
Yeah,
there.
I will. We'll pull this up.
This
Beautiful.
here, this yellow here, this yellow around here, that is we the people. That is how we supposed to be shining. Our happiness, our love. People should not ask, oh, are you a believer or not? No, this is the yellow behind it. That is our shining. And we want to bring people together from the north to the south, from the east to the west. That's why the compass is there. This white line around here, that is we the people coming together. Every province you see on here, every province. And this Camp Hope, this is the driveway where we bring people together, where we unite people again. And that is the whole focus, what we have, just to bring people together, unite them, and help people when they have hard times. And the biggest thing, what we found out, we don't do handshakes anymore. We gave a hug. So if I have COVID, you will get COVID. And that is the big thing with Camp Hope, what we are making here, and this whole logo, why we designed this whole thing here.
I've never been afraid of the flu, Walter.
Oh, that is the good part. And that is what we are trying to work with Camp Hope, to bring people together and build this whole thing that way. That's why this logo is.
Well, there you go. That's what's happening here at Camp Hope, and I hope that more people continue to wake up and continue to, attend to get the information that they need. And if you just come back over here for a sec, just so we're in front of the camera. One of the things that I want to quickly ask you before we wrap up, education is going to be a big thing going forward. We really need people to understand what's going on. There's educational venture or value here as well with Camp Hope. So let's talk a little bit about how you're trying to, keep that message going strong. Obviously, people are able to communicate at the tables and when they're sitting and watching the entertainment. But what else is going on?
We are bringing people also together to speak. What we're going to do, you will see more. Once a week, we are working that way that we can have once a week an event. And we're going to bring different speakers out like Ken Drysdale, Lawrence Friesen, Stan Weeb, and guys like that, we are trying, because what we want to do it is we want to educate the community as well. We don't want just to bring them together. We want to bring them together to educate them that they know what our rights and our freedoms are. And also, like today, we have a community market, and we have such good results with that. And people, they just love it because they can come out here, they sell their stuff, and they're just free. They're like friends, and meet more friends. And that is what we want. We want to do just not just the older people. We want also youth. We are trying to work with youth also to teach the youth, to bring them back out, because Justin Trudeau locked us up, and to give the kids more games and phones. And if we can teach the kids, leave their phones alone and come out and do some work. Teach them how to make gardens. It is all coming, but we need a lot of help. And first of all, we have to pay for this. We have almost $200,000 in here, and me and my wife have this belief, and we took our life savings, our RSPs, everything. We took everything out. Everything you see here, we have everything on the line. So that's why we have a belief that this is what Canada needs, and we're going to fight right to the end. And we do daily updates on Facebook. It is on Camp Hope on Facebook, and on Telegram, it's on Camp Hope on Telegram, and also on Instagram we have Camp Hope. So we are trying to teach more and more and more like that.
So tell people about how they can make a donation to help you keep going and get you out of that place where you've put everything on the line. Let's get you past that now. Let's try to help you, support you that way. What can we do?
If people want to donate, they can write out a check to Camp Hope, or they can send an e-transfer to freedomhopecanada@gmail.com, or they can come and see me in person, or me or my wife do it that way, and to help to get this further. And before we go, I need to tell you, I've been asked from across the country that we could come and build in other communities, build more Camp Hopes. So this is going to determine on the people if we're going to get the help or not.
Oh, that's great. That's great. And I know that people are going to support you. You see the support out here already, and it's been going all summer long. We're halfway, almost to the end of August here, and, obviously there's still more to go. You're going to keep going here into September, I imagine, yeah?
Yeah, we're going to go all the way straight through winter. We are not afraid for the winter because I cooked the -30, and we're just going to keep going. I would like to invite more and more people out. If we do every day we try to do an update on Camp Hope on Facebook, and we're going to make a YouTube channel too, but we are trying to do a lot of updates and invite people. So I wish for the next one that I can call you and invite you, that you can show people what we do.
I agree with you. Keep Canada true north, strong and free. Thank you, sir.